On the other side of me, Judy, is the House chamber. This is the balcony of the House chamber. I, a short time ago, witnessed some House members being escorted out of the area. Oh, give me just a second, sir. I'll speak to you in just a second, sir. So I've also seen protesters access police security areas where police equipment is. I haven't seen them take anything out, but I can hear that they're in Statuary Hall below me as well. This seems to be the farthest they've come inside the Capitol right now, but you can see there's no security, and it's unclear to me how this situation resolves or ends. All across the Capitol, people are stationing in place, and I will probably do that shortly as well. I wanted to get viewers a sense of what it looks like inside their Capitol.
Looks like we've lost the signal from Lisa, at least for the moment, and we're hearing some sort of alarm go off. Lisa, if you're there, we'll stay with you. We do want you to stay safe. Lisa, can you tell whether they've been able to get close to... Go ahead, Lisa.
Yeah, Capitol Police are now on this floor. They are now working to secure this floor. They are asking protesters to go on the ground.
We're gonna.
I have my press identification, and
she's being asked.
The police now behind me.
All right. We're hearing shouts in the background. Lisa, we want you to stay safe. We're going to come away for just a moment until we can understand a little more about what's going on. Trying to understand whether they've been able to get into the House and Senate chambers, and of course, knowing whether the Go ahead, Lisa. Go ahead, Lisa.
The police have told me to stay down, and that's what I'm doing. And I also don't want to show video. This area of the Capitol is an area that is usually prohibited from showing video. That's why I've been selective in shooting video. Not that the Capitol is operating under any sort of rules at the moment. I want to try and be respectful while reporting this extraordinary moment in American history. The police have gained control for the moment of this corridor of the Capitol. I no longer hear protesters chanting beneath me in Statuary Hall, where they have been, but I do hear shouting as police seem to one by one be taking down the protesters, telling them to get on the ground, trying to control the situation.
All right, Lisa, we're going to let you get to a safe place.
Thank you, sir.
And while the police attempt to clear the protesters out. And we'll come back to you as soon as we can. We see police armed. We saw an armed law enforcement officer there. We know there are others. So they are trying to restore some peace.
It looks like, I don't know if you're still with me.
Go ahead.
But they are evacuating the people who are still in the chamber. I am in a crowd with members of Congress and fellow journalists who are evacuating at this point. That portion of the Capitol is under control. I don't have a view on the rest of it at this time. You see that members have been given gas masks that they are wearing, perhaps for tear gas or just out of caution. Yes, I see Hank Johnson. This is a large number of members of Congress that I'm walking out the door with now. I just can't tell you. Everyone is being calm. Everyone seems in control. But I think when we look back on this, it will be hard to believe the actions that we are being forced to take right now.
Yeah, hard to believe. We want you to stay safe while you're coming down the stairs, Lisa. We do see House members. We saw one, as you said, with the gas mask on, as you described it, and we're watching other members trying to get to a place of safety while the police try to evacuate, apparently trying to evacuate these protesters who are moving into and taking over some parts of the Capitol. Lisa,
Judy, they are now.
Go ahead.
Sorry, they're moving us into. Looks like they're moving us into a basement. I'm not sure what the ultimate destination is here. Some kind of secure space in the center underground of the Capitol at this point. So I don't know if my signal will stay up. but I will try and keep in touch with you guys as much as I can. I have to take out, this is probably the safest place I can be. I'm with members of Congress and Capitol Police officers. Hello, I'm Congressman.
Well, more than anything, we want you to stay safe, and of course, we want all the, everyone there to stay as safe as possible. It looks like Lisa's now been forced to move to another location. We are. This is our eyes and ears at the Capitol. Lisa Desjardins, who had been reporting on the debate inside the Senate and the House, is now joining members of Congress in evacuating the Capitol, ordered by police to leave so that they can try to get the protesters out of the building. Apparently, that's what we believe is going on. Lisa's keeping that camera with her. That's what's giving us access to what you see in the underground, or at least in the lower floors, lower levels of the Capitol. But you see people moving quickly, and we did see uniformed officers earlier armed as they were shouting and attempting to get the protesters to move. Unprecedented, historic. I think, when we think about the United States Capitol, we think about the debates that go on in the committee rooms and on the floor. Okay. This is not what we are used to seeing at the United States Capitol. But here we are, January the 6th, 2021. We have a president protesting an election result, and his millions of followers, thousands of whom have shown up in Washington today to breach the U.S. Capitol, to go inside. To what end, we're not clear, other than that they want a different result. They don't want Joe Biden elected president. They want President Trump reelected, and they are not accepting the legitimate, certified, legally sworn results of the election. They believe that something has happened to rig the election, completely baseless.